you're doing well, and welcome to this leg strengthening yoga workout. So we will be moving with the breath still, and we'll be taking some traditional yoga asanas, yoga postures, but just bringing in a little bit more of a strength aspect. I teach a class called Get in Shape at Yoga House here in Dubai, and this is kind of a snippet of the stuff that I would teach in that class. And we'll begin. So let's start just seated on your mat here. You can cross the legs, you can sit how I was in Brasana a second ago, otherwise just bring the hands onto the knees, and we'll close the eyes here. And as you're moving today, I'd like to make sure that you are moving with a little bit of compassion for your body. We all have different biomechanics, we all lead very different lives as well, so just take this into consideration as you move. And if you know you have any injuries, please do take it easy when you need to. So just allow the shoulders to relax just briefly here. With the hands in contact with the thighs or the knees, just start to bring your attention into your legs. Almost imagine that every breath in is starting to energize up the legs. Sit nice and tall, stacking one vertebra on top of the other. And then we're going to start to take some movement here. You're welcome to keep the eyes closed like me, or welcome to blink them open. We're just going to start to draw some circles here. Keeping the eyes closed just allows you to move with a little bit more creativity if you wish. You can make them small circles. You can make them great big circles here. And try not to worry so much about what it looks like, it's how it feels. We're just kind of almost imagine you're lubricating the hip joints here, moving in one direction here. See if you can keep that connection with the breath, because that's going to help us whilst we're moving. We're going to take it in the opposite direction when you're ready, so maybe starting off with these smaller circles, making them bigger and bigger each time, until you're taking these great big circles here, moving through the hips, staying connected with that breath, and then slowly find yourself back in center here. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Bring the hands into the heart to remind us to move with compassion for our own bodies. Take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Tuck the chin, gently blink the eyes open. And then lift the head. Lovely. So we'll start in Baddha or butterfly legs. So try not to bring the feet too close to you, because we're going to take a little bit of movement here. So you almost want them in a diamond shape. Draw the belly in and up. Option one, we're going to keep the fingertips down on the floor but the shoulders relaxed. Option two, we're going to release the hands away and have them out in front of us, but the arms are energized here. Either way, we're just going to lean back slightly, so keep the heart lifted, lean back slightly. Inhale, lift your right leg away from the floor here, okay, so it's still in this bent position. As you exhale, kick through the heel of the right leg, straighten that leg out, so lift the kneecap up so the thigh is firm. Inhale, hold it in that bent position, and then exhale, bring it down. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, lift, so it's a slow movement. Exhale, kick with the heel, lift the kneecap up. Inhale, back into that bent position. Exhale, bring it down. We'll keep going here, either fingertips to the floor, or like I was showing before, you can keep the hands out in front of you. Personal preference. Keep moving with your breath though, might be different pace to me. We're inhaling to lift the leg up, whichever leg it is. We're exhaling to kick it out. We're then inhaling it back in and exhaling. exhaling down. We're going to go for one more, and this time when you lift the leg up, try and imagine you're trying to drop the knee to the floor here. Kick that leg out, and again when you bend that knee to bring it back in, drop or imagine you're dropping that knee down to the floor. Last one on the other side here, lifting up, keep the chest proud, rise up through the crown of the head here, and then bend it back in and place it down, and then we'll all bring the hands to the floor and just start to pulse the legs a few times here. Okay, for some of us our legs might be much higher, that's completely fine, we're all different. Life would be boring if we were all the same. So take this for another 5, another 4, another 3, sit tall, draw the belly in a little, just a little, for 2, and 1. Let's bring the knees back in together here. We're going to come round into all fours. So we've worked a little bit on some external rotation through the hips. Let's bring a little bit of internal rotation. So bring the knees together here. Bring the feet together. We're just going to cross the right knee over the left knee. Squeeze the inner thighs together. You can bring the feet a little wider here if you wish. And then just start to walk the hands out. This might be as far as you go, or you might want to drop the head down towards the floor, but keep your inner thighs squeezing towards one another here. Press the tops of the feet down into the floor. Keep the hands and the fingers spread nice and wide. One more breath in here. And as you exhale, start to lift yourself back up. Hands under the shoulders. Uncross the legs. We'll take the same thing on the other side. So just bring the left leg on top. Spread the feet slightly wider. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Imagine there's a piece of paper between them here. Take an inhale to lengthen the spine, and then exhale again, start to walk the hands forwards, however far you wish. Allow the head to come down towards the floor here. Really stretch through the armpits, keep squeezing the inner thighs, holding that piece of paper there. Belly just draws in nice and lightly. Take another inhale and exhale here. And slowly start to rise back up, stacking the hands underneath the shoulders here and uncross the legs. Lovely. From here we're going to come into down dog. So just bring your feet about knees hip distance wide, toes are tucked, and draw the belly in. Start to lift yourself up into your downward facing dog, pedaling one leg and then the other. So you're giving the calves a little bit of a workout here. Head is relaxed down, ears between the upper arms, moving in that down dog. Take another breath here. And then we're going to start to walk the hands towards the back of the mat. So soften the knees, keep that tailbones pointing to the sky, and just start to push one hand at a time, gently keeping the hips nice and stable. Hands make their way back towards the feet. You'll inhale when you're there, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, send your heart forwards. Exhale, bend your knees slightly, hands come down. And again, without swaying through the hips, keep the hips stable, lovingly walk the hands forwards here. Place them shoulder distance or about that so that you can come back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here, lift the tailbone, don't worry about the heels. This time we'll look forwards, soften the knees, tiptoe to the top of the mat or towards your hands. Again, inhale, halfway lift, extend through the crown of the head here. And then exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, really push into the hands here, lean forward slightly, slowly without rocking the hips. Walk the feet back, nice and slowly, into your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, look forwards, soften the knees again. We're either going to step or walk to the top of the mat. And again, take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, arms out wide, lift the chest, look up to the hands. Exhale, hands down, heart center. We'll take one round of sun salutation B. So inhale, drop the bottom, Utkatasana chair pose. Arms are rising up to the sky or in front of us with the shoulders relaxing just slightly away from the ears. Weight back in the heels. Can you draw the belly in lightly to lengthen the tailbone and sit a little deeper? Take another breath in here. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold, straighten the legs just slightly. If you need a little bend, go ahead. Inhale, hands to the shins or the floor, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands and back to plank. Take a big breath in from the crown of the head all the way to the heels. And then as you exhale, let's bring the knees to the floor. Belly still fires up as you lower down. We're going to rise up on an inhale into our cobra pose. Lower to the floor, so we're adding a little bit of arm strength here. Tuck the toes, draw the belly into all fours. Back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, look forwards. We're going to bring the right foot to the top of the mat. Virabhadrasana 1, so back foot to 45 degrees, right leg bend, reach the arms up here. Maybe spin the hands backwards here to help the shoulders if they feel a little tight. Inhale, reach a little higher, try not to take too much of a back bend here. Think more about the hips. Exhale, hands to the floor and step back into your plank pose. Again, inhale from the crown of the head down towards the heels. And then exhale, drop the knees again, keep the belly fired, lower down. Inhale, roll the shoulders, lift the chest, heart pulls forwards. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tuck the toes, fire up the belly, keep the hips and shoulders in line as you push to all fours. Back, downward facing dog. And inhale here. Exhale, look forwards, left foot to the top of the mat, right foot Vira 1, reach the arms up. Warrior 1. Push into the outer edge of that foot to help open through the hip and fire up the back leg. Take one more big breath into the lengthen. Exhale, hands to the floor, back to your plank pose once again. Inhale from the crown of the head to the heels. Exhale, drop the knees, belly stays engaged. Come down to the floor. Untuck the toes, inhale, pull the heart forwards. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tuck the toes, belly pulls in and up, arms hug in, push in a straight line to all fours, back, downward facing dog. Lovely. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale, soften the knees slightly, look forwards, either walk or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, hands to the floor or the shins. Bend the knees and fold. We're going to come up for chair pose, so as you inhale, sink the bottom down, sweep the arms forwards or maybe up here. Again, thinking about if this is tight in the shoulders, spin the palm towards the back of your mat. We're going to hold chair pose for a little while. So, push down into the heels. You should be able to see a few of your toes, so you don't want the knees too far forwards here. Belly draws in and up slightly just to lengthen the tail. Heart and chest are open here. We're going to hold for 2 more breaths, and I mean long breaths. So really focus on that long inhale to challenge yourself, and a nice long exhale. Last breath here. Exhale, sink a little lower. Then inhale, reach the arms up, hands down, heart center. Lovely. So we're going to take some salutation B with a little added extras this time. So inhale, drop down, sink the bottom down and back, lift yourself into Utkatasana chair pose, same setup as before. From here, push into your left foot, hover the right foot away from the floor. Keep both knees bent. Bring the foot down, switch it to the other side. So push through the right, hover the left foot away. Bring the other foot down, one last time, but sink lower. Lift the foot away from the floor. Place it back down. Keep the knees bent here. You've got this. Inhale, lift that leg up. Well done. Exhale, place it down. Fold down over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, expand, send the heart forwards. Back is straight. Bend the knees, plant the hands back to plank. Take an inhale in plank. Yogi's choice, knees down or up, but the belly stays fired. Lower down in a straight line, either way, all the way to the floor, please. Untuck the toes, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart, pull the heart forwards. Lower down again, let's build that strength. Tuck the toes, belly engaged, tuck the chin slightly, push to all fours in a straight line, back downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. And then bring your attention to your right leg. Have a little look underneath. You're going to kick through the heel so your right toes are facing down. Keep pushing the chest back, keep both sides of your waist long. Take an inhale here, we're going to pulse that leg up and down. So we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top, feel that right bum cheek squeeze. Bring the knee underneath you, step the right foot to the top of the mat. Left foot, warrior one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the hips, straighten your front leg here. Have a little look at your hips. If they're pointing to the side, just bring the feet a little bit wider so that your hips are almost facing towards the top of your mat. And from here, lift your kneecap up so that your thigh firms, okay? Hands on the hips, crown of head stacked on top of the spine. Take a breath in here. Exhale, keep the belly engaged, keep the leg engaged. Fold down, look towards your right big toe. As you push up, I'd like you to energetically think about pushing down through your right heel and back at the same time. So, spine is long here, both sides of the waist are long. Push down and up. Ooh, you'll feel more of a burn. Inhale here. Exhale, look down towards your right big toe. Inhale, draw back and up. Exhale, fold it down. Well done. Inhale, draw back and up. 4 more here. Keep the legs firing up here. Draw down and back on the inhale. Well done. We'll go for, I think, 2 more. Fold down, look at that big toe, and pull the heel backwards and up. Last one. Exhale to come down. Inhale, pull back and up. Bend that right knee. Reach the arms up. Hands to the floor and back to your plank pose once again. Yogi's choice, same as last time, to the floor and take cobra, or lower the knees. Otherwise, we're going to rock forwards. We're coming to Chaturanga, but I like to hold it. So hold here, take a breath in Chaturanga. Then you can go ahead, take your upward facing dog if you wish. Legs are still fired here. Roll it back to your downward facing dog. Big inhale here, and a big exhale. We're going to inhale. Left leg rises, kick through that heel. We're taking those pulses again. Big breath in. Exhale, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top, draw the belly in and up. Bend the knees, step the left foot to the top of the mat. Right foot down for warrior one. Inhale, reach the arms up, that left knee is bent. Exhale, hands down to the hips. Straighten your left leg, and again, lift the kneecap so that the thigh firms. Have a little look at the hips. You know what you need to do with the feet if you need to get the hips round. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, start to look down towards that left foot. Both sides of the waist are long. Inhale, draw down and back with that left heel. Well done. Inhale here. Exhale, come down. Inhale to rise. Exhale, come down. Inhale to rise, well done. Exhale, come down. 3 more here. Can you keep that feeling of pushing down and back with the left heel as you rise? 2 more times. Exhale to come down. Inhale to lift. Last one. Exhale, come down. Good job. Inhale, reach. Bend the left knee. Reach the arms up overhead. And then hands to the floor. Step back, plank pose. Take an inhale here. Your choice, you know what to do. If you're going to take Chaturanga with me, you're holding it. Tuck the tail under, draw the core in. Then you can lift up and to your upward facing dog. And take it back, downward facing dog. I know I said it was about leg strength. I can't avoid the Chaturanga strength as well, though, I'm sorry. So we'll take 2 big breaths in here. You're welcome to exhale out through the nose if you wish. From here, bring the big toes to touch and the heels to touch at the back of the mat. Soften the knees, such as squeeze yourself back into a kind of a hovering child's pose or a very squashed down dog. Look forwards here. We're going to take some imaginary hops. So inhale here in your squeezed up little ball. Exhale, look forwards, shoot yourself into a plank. Inhale, slide the hips back. Exhale, shoot yourself forwards, but the feet stay on the floor. 2 more times. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, use the leg strength, squeeze the quads at the top of the plank. Last time, inhale back. This time you can look forwards, hop to the top of the mat if you wish. Good job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, we're going to come up into our chair pose. Sink the bottom down, reach the arms up overhead once again. Belly in and up slightly, tail long. Keep the knees bent. I know they're probably aching. See if you can hold it for a few breaths longer. Sink down and back. Take an inhale here. Exhale, push into your left foot, hover the right foot away from the floor. Place it back down, center yourself. Switch to the other side. So push into the right foot, stay low, lift the left leg. Place it down. One last time. Fire up the arms, keep the core engaged. Use that powerful breath. Place it down, final one. Lift the left foot, well done. Whoops. Then place the feet on the floor, reach up, maybe look up. Exhale, hands down, heart center here. Good job, okay. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a balance now. So our legs are nice and warm, hopefully the core's a little bit warm too. So this bit of balance work, we're going to really be focusing on our strength. So although we'll be coming into a familiar asana pose, I don't want your legs to touch, okay? So once we get moving, rather than taking ourselves from chair pose and placing the heel, the leg, down onto the thigh, we're going to hover, okay? You'll find you'll use your muscles a lot more here, okay? So, feet together or hip distance wide at the top of the mat. You guessed, chair pose. Inhale, sink down here, reach the arms up. Again, you're welcome to have the legs together or not. So from here, keep the knees bent, push into your left foot. Rise the right foot away. Imagine you're going to cross the ankle onto the thigh, but they don't touch, okay? Try not to stand up, stay low. Hold it here for a moment. As you inhale, reach the arms up straight in the left leg. We're going to take it into a curtsy, so point your right toes, again bend your left knee, your right toes, now this is your choice. Toes to the floor or the hover, okay? Either way, we're going to lower down. Inhale, move through center, take it with control. Exhale, bend your left knee to that hovering figure of 4 position. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, toes touch or they don't touch. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink it down, foot is flexed. 2 more, I know it's hard. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, use that breath to sink down. Inhale to lift up, stay tall. Exhale, take it down. Last one, we're going to stay on the floor for this one. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, everybody bring the right toes to the floor. Hands to the hips. We're going to bend the knees. Knee comes to the floor. We're going to come to seated. So you can use the hands or untuck your right toes. Come down so your left knee is bent over. Right arm comes around. Inhale, left arm up. Sweep it behind. Pushes down into the floor. Take an inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist from the heart. The head is just a little accessory to this pose. Keep your left bum cheek pushing down to the floor as you take this twist. 2 more breaths here. Breathing in to lengthen. Exhaling to twist a little deeper. Last one here. And then we're going to unravel ourselves. We're going to come up from here. So you have a choice of how you would like to get up. You can use the hands if you wish. Your bum is really heavy, okay? So you'll need to reach forwards to lift your bum off the floor. So I will show you my preferred way, which is to reach forwards. The bum will lift. I've got to push into my left foot, lift all the way back up to standing, okay? If that's like not for you at all, use your hands to come back up. Well done, just a bit of fun. So we'll take it the other side. So feet together or hip distance wide here. Inhale, come down into your chair pose. If you felt like the arms up here were too much last time, Either keep them out wide or to heart center. Okay, it's more about the legs today, so focus on that rather than what else is going on. Okay, are you ready? We are going to take it to that hovering figure of 4. So keep that right knee bent, left leg, it's like it's crossing on top, but it doesn't touch. Okay, inhale here, exhale, reach up tall, straighten the right leg, lift the kneecap. Reach the left leg behind you, point the toes, either toes down or hover, but you must bend down a little bit deeper here. Reach all the way back up, and then come back down again. Reaching up on an inhale, exhale, send it back behind. Inhale to lift up, exhale, sink it down, flex that foot. Inhale, reach up, point the left toes, exhale, toes down or hover. Something in between is fine too. Inhale, reach up, exhale, come down. One last time. Inhale to lift up, exhale, reach it behind you. Everybody bring the left toes to the floor, knees to the floor. We're going to sit down. So use your hands to sit down if you wish, or you're going to reach the hands forwards as you push your bottom back. Again, yogi's choice. So, right leg is now across us. Left arm comes around. Inhale, right arm up. Sweep it behind, bring it close towards you. Roll the right shoulder back. Inhale, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist with your heart. Maybe just slightly gaze over that back shoulder. Notice if your right bum cheek wants to lift. Push it down, then lengthen and twist. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. So stay with that idea of inhaling to lengthen and exhaling to twist. One more time here, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to twist. And then we're going to move all the way back through center here. We're going to lift all the way up to standing. So your choice if you would like to use the hands or not. We're going to reach forwards. Remember that bum is heavy, so you need to come forwards either with the hands down or the arms forwards. Push into your right foot here. You're then going to reach all the way up to standing. Give the legs a shake. Good work. So that's it for the big strength. We're going to take it back down to the floor now and work on a little bit of stretching, the active stretching. So we'll take a vinyasa to get there. So feet together or slightly apart. Grow tall through the spine here. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold down over the legs. Inhale, your halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to the floor, back to plank. Take a breath in here. Exhale, if you're doing Chaturanga, you're holding it with me. Not down on the floor, but halfway up. And then take your upward facing dog and back, downward facing dog here. Take a nice energizing breath in through the nose. As you exhale, just bring the knees to the floor. And then we're going to come back to sit in the middle of the mat. And then we're going to come to lie down. So, bottoms in the middle of the mat. You're going to lie down onto the mat here. And then we've done a lot of that figure of 4 position. So we're going to take that same idea, just reclined now on the back. So cross your right ankle over your left. This time there is contact between the right ankle and the left thigh. From here, we're going to interlace our hands behind the left leg. Draw the left knee in as you are energetically pushing that right knee away from you. Feet are flexed here. So this is the kind of traditional stretch. You're also welcome to use your right arm to push your right knee away if you wish. Now, stay exactly where you are, but draw the belly in slightly. I'd like you to start thinking about pushing your left heel away from you. Some energetic feeling, okay? Push, push, push. You'll feel your left bum cheek or your left hip, something start to switch on as you're imagining you're kicking your heel away from you. So you're feeling like you're doing a bicep curl to keep trying to hug the left knee in towards the chest. One more breath in. Exhale, release that pushing feeling. Keep drawing the left knee in. Energetically push the right knee away. Ease off here, but keep the legs where they are. Open the arms wide. Have a little look if you think you might get a bit lost with this twist. My legs stay exactly where they are. I'm just moving them to the left. So nothing has changed, they're just moving to the left. My right foot is now on the floor, my left knee is bent, and on the floor, so is my left foot. Now from here, turn to look towards your right hand. Your left hand, so don't get confused with your left and right here, left hand is coming onto the inside of your right knee, okay? Inside of your right knee. From here, I'd like you to start pushing the right knee away from you, okay? Hold it here for a moment, and then I'd like you to push your right knee into your left hand. So now your knee is trying to push towards your body now, okay? So we're going to hold it here. You might even feel the core switch on if you're pushing quite hard. Take another couple of breaths here. Keep that energizing feeling. Then release and push the knee away from you a little more if that's comfortable for you. Turn the head to center, arm out wide. Keep the legs connected as you lift back up. And simply switch to the other side. Interlace the fingers behind the right leg. Hug in that right leg, but also energetically push your left knee away from you here. You can use your left elbow if you wish. You can snuggle it on in there. You can use that left elbow to kind of as a lever to push your left knee away from you, and hug your right knee and your left foot in towards the chest. Then we're going to start to push the right heel away from us, okay? So start to kick away. You might even see, if you look at the screen, that I look like I'm doing a bicep curl with my arms here, because I'm trying to hug in, but my leg is pushing away. So we've got this kind of opposing actions here. Keep the chest broad, keep the lower back on the floor. One more inhale here. Exhale, release that. Hug in the knee a little closer to the body. And then release, arms out wide. We're going to drop the legs towards the right. So everything stays the same. And just simply roll them to the right, so the left foot comes to the floor, right knee to the floor, right foot to the floor. Turn to look towards the left. Right hand on the inside of your left leg. Push the left knee away from you nice and gently, just so much as is comfortable for you. And then we're going to have a little opposing action going on again. So push your left knee into your right hand, trying to curl itself back into the body here. Maybe you find that your core switch is on to try and help hold yourself in this position. Hold it here for another breath in. Exhale, release that energetic push. Gently ease the left knee away from you a little further. And then release, arm out wide. Bring the knees in through center. And then just uncross here. Both hands onto each knee. So right hand, right knee, left hand, left. And we'll just take a little movement through the hips once again. So just imagine you're a swimming breaststroke and try not to get too attached to this movement. You can close the eyes again. And just notice how the body feels moving around here. See if you can find an equal count inhale and an equal count exhale. Take your circles in the other direction here. And then bring the feet to the floor. Stretch the legs out here. And then we're just going to turn the palms up to the sky, snuggle the shoulders underneath you, feet drop out to the sides. Just a few breaths here, that's all. Breathing in from the sole of the feet, all the way up those legs that you've just been using, allowing that breath to fill your tummy, fill your lungs, all the way up to the crown of the head. And then imagine that you're exhaling from the crown of the head, down through the body once again, back down through the legs towards the heels. 2 more times, breathing in. And breathing out. 1 last time here, breathing in from the heels. Exhaling from the crown of the head back down the legs. You're welcome to stay here. Otherwise, we're going to bring knees into the chest. Slowly rock yourself to seated here. Bring the hands down onto your legs once again, doesn't matter where. Sit tall. And just for a moment here, notice that contact between the palms and the legs, that lovely warmth, that heat, that energy that you've created that always exists within your body. Take a lovely breath in through the nose and a long sigh out through the mouth. Gently tuck the chin, blink the eyes open here, and then lift the head up. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that and your legs felt lovely and energized and strong, and I look forward to seeing you again sometime soon. Thank you so much. Bye.